Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike from Formwin. I'm here to help you guys get your first engineering job. Today we're going to be talking about 10 top key traits you need to have as an engineer. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you need anything, I'm here for you. My number is 305-923-8724. Again, 305-923-8724. Reach out. Anything you need, I'm here to help you out. Alright, again, we're going to be talking about 10 key characteristics of successful engineers. That means as a student, you need to start applying these in your projects, classes, any situation you can, even at a part-time job. That way you start building the skill and you can apply it later on, so it's not just fresh when you get in your job right away. Point number one is being a team player. Being a team player is huge. As you probably know, in school, there's sometimes less motivation to work on a project together. Maybe you have a great group and everyone contributes equally, you guys set the standard, and you guys are doing great. A lot of times it's split and typically one person takes on the majority of the work. That's not how it is in the industry. When you get into your job, everyone has their part, everyone has to do everything, everyone needs to operate as a team. Maybe sometimes there's some people that are up and down, but listen, you need to take advantage of the opportunity that you're in a team, that way you can start practicing team skills, building it up, motivating other team members, holding other team members accountable, being that team leader while you have the opportunity to. So that way when you go into your position, starting out on a team, you're ready to kill it. Number two is going to be continuous learning. This is really critical no matter what field you're in. So whatever engineering job you get yourself into, whatever internship, whatever project, you should continuously learn more about it. That way you can increase your skill set, rise the ranks, and become better. So in your job, if you're studying mechanical engineering or doing CAD design work, in your free time or maybe later, whenever you have the time to, start learning some new topics. That way you rise ranks above your colleagues, because typically your colleagues aren't going to be researching and studying in their free time. They're going to be going out having fun, but you're going to be different. You're going to be in the top 1% of engineers and you're going to do it. Number three is going to be creativity. Now, depending on your position, I'm going to talk from the aspect of you working on a team, pushing out designs, and really just getting into it, right? Being creative. This might be a creative way to motivate your team. This might be a creative way to design something, but you need to really figure out different ways. What you should do is really talk about how people are creative within your circle or your team, get their ideas, get things that they've done in the past. Maybe you're fresh on a team, get how people have done things in the past, and now take all that, inventory it, but then find a new way, maybe a better way, maybe innovate something they've done that was good, but you can do it better. Number four is going to be problem solving. So problem solving is critical, obviously. As you're an engineer and doing your projects, you need to solve problems, but I want to take a little bit of a new twist to this. Sometimes engineers or students get a problem. If they don't know exactly what to do with it or they don't have a solution, they're just going to seek help immediately. You need to try it yourself. This is how you become a self-starter too. Whenever you see the little tick mark or the checkbox for the skill self-starter, this is how you develop that. When there's a problem, try to come up with a solution, then review the options with your leader if you don't know whether it's right or not. Number five is going to be analytical ability. This means that whatever skills you need to sharpen in order to get more analytical in your position, you need to do so. This is obviously critical for engineers, and you probably already know this, having analytical skills, but does anyone actually practice that? How do you practice that? You need to figure out a way to practice it. Number six is communication skills. This is something super key that everyone overlooks and no one knows how to do. You need to be able to explain everything regardless of the technical modge podge that you have going on. You need to be able to explain something in a communicative way and really be able to bring the team together. This is something that we focus on at Formwin. We coach all of our students on how to communicate properly, improve their interpersonal skills. It's super critical. You see this all the time at your jobs, all the time at your projects, that people don't explain things correctly. You have to explain it 10 times and then maybe you'll finally get a solution. Number seven is going to be logically thinking. That means what you need to do is sit down and figure out a way to be more logical and more systematical. Instead of being rational and making rational decisions, you need to find a way to be more logical in your steps. Maybe you come up with a processing system. This is super critical too. Whenever you're processing anything, whether that's outside of your engineering career, inside your engineering career, a personal situation arises, a design failure, a school project, whatever it is, you need to find a way to process issues and develop that into a system. That way you can really evolve as a leader. Number eight is attention to detail. Number one tip here, resumes, if you have a grammar issue, your attention to detail is 0. And interviewers and everyone will check that. If they see that, they know your attention to detail is 0. Number 9, mathematical ability. You obviously are an engineer because you like math. Most students get into engineering because they're good at math. But instead of just being good at it, you need to be great at it. So in your classes, really excel. Really take it in. really apply it. This goes into your later classes throughout your college career or your master's degrees. You really need to start taking in everything you're learning, everything you're studying, and figure out a practical way you can apply it. Number 10 is leadership. This is super critical. This is the number one thing you need to focus on. This starts with yourself and your heart and your head. Everywhere you go, every time you step out of your front door, every time you get into class, anytime you're in any project, you are a leader. You're a leader in your life, and once you're a leader in your life, you take control of your life, you can transition that into engineering projects. And it really starts with yourself. If you're not leading yourself in fitness, if you're not leading yourself in faith, if you're not leading yourself in all areas of life, then how are you going to be a good engineering leader? Really think about that, become a great leader, go get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been great. 10 tips, 10 characteristics for how to be a great, successful engineer. Listen, again, if you need anything, reach out to me. My number is 305-923-8724. Again, 305-923-8724. I'd be happy to help with anything you need. Let's go get that job, go rock the week, and win it.